fuck?
I think this is the first year in all my time doing these where almost every game on this list came out this year. That's how strong 2023 was for video games.
Excuse me?
Although like half of them are remakes.
Yeah.
Peter.
You may know Peter family from Fortnite, but me am on a different level of video games knowing, because I know him from Feed a Peter. At first I thought this game was about clicking a JPEG of Peter, but then you gotta go across the street to the gas station to buy more burgers. Then you hook up the computer to the PeterNet, then you gotta raise Joe's income, then you gotta water the crops, and then you gotta get the gasoline so you can burn the vines to enter the cave so you can buy the $19 Fortnite card. This is a very in-depth Peter game. Pizza Tower reminds me of like a nice pepperoni slice from Fettuccini's. If you love chopping down your times in neon white, Pizza Tower is like neon black. The levels is like the crust, the music is like the sauce, and the morta chicken is like the pizza bone that they put in the middle. If you're gonna make a Nintendo fan game, be smart like Pizza Tower and call the main character Barrio so you can make some money to buy some more pizzas with. Cocoon is the puzzle game for people who get angry at puzzle games. It's also a game that looks and sounds genuinely alien. In a lot of puzzle games, when you get stuck, it's because the game is being a dickhead. When you get stuck in Cocoon, it's because you're a moron. I got stuck like 4 times on it. Mario RPG has enough content for a 24-hour game and then jams all that material into a 12-hour game. Resident Evil 4 is the 7th and 13th Resident Evil game. Because we've seen so many action-packed Resident Evils now, this remake doesn't have the impact of the original, but in terms of execution, this game is just phenomenal. I even went for the 4-hour speed run to unlock the chicken head and failed miserably, but it was a fun 5 attempts or some shit.
Creepy.
For Alan Wake 2, now there's 2 Alan Wakes, the one from Fortnite and the one from Alan Wake 1. In terms of combat, puzzles, enemy design, this game cannot go toe-to-toe with Resident Evil 4. But Resident Evil 4 doesn't have any musical numbers. Metroid Prime, I've tried to beat this game.
Yeah, the game was carried by the musical number for sure.
This year, this was the time. This game reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 2, where not only is it the best looking game on the console, but it also runs at 60 FPS somehow. Truly though, you played this game for the music. This year I played Samurai Yakuza, Spider-Man Yakuza, Yakuza 2, Yakuza 3, Yakuza 4, and Yakuza 6. So let me say, if you're gonna play one of these, play Yakuza 0. But if you already played that one, then play Yakuza 7. 2023 is probably the last year I'll be able to beat a game this long again. So it's nice to have picked one where I didn't feel like a dumb fuck by the time I hit the end credits. There's too much combat, too much yapping, but there's also a lot of funniness.
Why would it be the last time you can beat a game that's that long?
We need more funniness out there in games. This game had like 100 funny parts, which is why this is one of the better RPGs you can play. With Mario, you always gotta wonder, what are they gonna do next? And with Mario Wonder, I was wondering how many wonder effects are they gonna do on this game, and they did a lot of them. And there was like 3 musical numbers, so Capcom is really gonna have to rethink Resident Evil 5 if they want to stay competitive. Street Fighter 6 is fucking garbage. Everyone online plays like the littlest bitch that's ever lived because this game is more defensive than Call of Duty. They only play 2 characters. JP is in this game, Guile is in this game, Hakan isn't in the game. The single player is for people who don't like fighting games. The arcade mode is depressing. There's no voice chat because this game is for cowards. The ranking system is super tedious. There's no unlockables. Everything is
no voice
microtransactions,
chat,
which are more like macrotransactions. And the battle pass for this game,
what the game has voice chat? Mortal Kombat? I don't know. I don't know. Game has. I think Mortal Kombat had it,
nuts and bolts.
But no one ever used it.
Tears of the Kingdom feels
right?
like a PS5 type sequel, where you're really just playing a better version of a game you already liked. On the other hand, this game is ridiculous. It does not make sense how a game this massive is also this polished. In this game, I built this thing, I built this, I built this, I said this, heads up. I said this, good luck. The last game to let me play this creatively was Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. Only Nintendo would use the sequel to Pikmin 3 as an excuse to
Mario
remake Pikmin
Odyssey?
2 with a
What?
dog. Of course Pikmin 4 is the game.
There's nothing
Did you
creative
really
about
think there would
that.
be any
Is
other
he
game here?
referring to some
Please,
shortcuts or
don't
some
be dumb to
shit?
me. This game is the game. Don't ever question me on this. It's the most relaxing game of the year and the most intense game of the year. I'm not even going to expound on it more than that. Show me a game from this year better than Pikmin 4. You can't. But the actual game of the year is Super Mario Bros. 3?
Pikmin can suck my balls.